Right, well, we're off. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Huseyin, thank you first of all for agreeing to do this interview. Secondly, you are the first of what I'm setting up with Wulf Livingston in
Yeah.
North Wales.
Okay.
I think it's going to be called Recovery Voices, and what we'll do is we'll have
Nice.
the whole interview, but much more powerful, I think, are the small clips. So what I'll do is I'll send you draft clips, and you let me know what you think and approve them. And
okay. Yeah.
but I wonder if you could first introduce yourself and give a little bit brief background of who you are, where you are, etc., like I did all that time ago.
Yeah. Okay. My name's Huseyin Djemil. Some friends call me Bubble. That was my nickname years ago. Yeah, Bubble and Greek, even though I'm Turkish. It was just a kind of affectionate name. I'm in South Oxfordshire in Henley. I'm a person in long-term recovery from addiction to drugs, Class A drugs. And I'm someone who now I've been in recovery a lot longer than I've been in addiction. So I was in addiction for 6 or 7 years, using every day. I went to rehab for 2 years. When you could go to rehab for 2 years, it was a 1-year program, and it took me. I relapsed after about 9 months. They said, well, you can either leave or you can start again, because clearly something hasn't taken. And so I started again and did the whole program again. And yeah, something that didn't take the first time took the second time. And you know, I'm not saying my life has been problem-free since leaving rehab, but it's been taking a trajectory that I couldn't have. What's the word? I couldn't have planned for myself. I feel as though, you know, it was a faith-based rehab, and so I do have a kind of faith perspective. But when I look at my own life, there's a quote within the biblical text that says, "He takes the foolish things of the world to confuse the wise," or something of that ilk. And I feel like one of those foolish things that, my life now has had so much more impact than I could have imagined. I'm married, I have a family, kids are grown up. I'm a freelance consultant. I run a little consultancy, which is just me really, and my wife, she does all the books and everything. And I try and blag my way into contracts wherever I can. Usually I'm the guy they call when they've called everyone else and the building's still on fire from an organizational point of view. And I'm really good at living in the chaos. So as a freelance consultant, I get jobs to turn charities around and, you know, help very qualified people who sometimes I don't even understand the questions they ask me, but they've got a treatment system that's falling apart and I can help. And somehow I can help. I don't know how I can help. I just kind of get into it. I can't even market myself properly. So what I do when I talk to people is I tell them about my addiction past and I tell them about my criminal history. And that clears the room of about 90% of the people that want to employ me. And the ones that are left are desperate enough to pick someone like me. And then I get into it and I'm a bit of a hustler. I'm effective, but I don't know how I'm effective, if you know what I mean. I work on a kind of very intuitive, organic level. I've got systems and processes. I use technology as much as I can to bat above my weight. And I also run a little recovery community called Towards Recovery in Henley. And we do occasional now, we're not as regular as we were, but we do occasional events and face-to-face cafes. But every 2 weeks we do a virtual recovery cafe, and we get local people and we get people from different places who join. One guy from the Wirral joins, and we've had rehabs join during lockdown. We had quite a few rehabs not able to really function, and they found out about our recovery cafe meeting online, and they came, you know, rooms full of residents at different rehabs, saying hi and, you know, checking in and listening to people's recovery stories. So that's me. I'm just a, you know, a kind of happy mess, really. Yeah, just I'm looking for work at the moment. So if this goes out to me,
I'll leave that bit in then.